Summer is just round the corner, and now, guys, it is time to get lean, but without losing all the muscle mass that we have worked so hard to obtain by training through the hard months of winter. But does it mean that for this purpose we are going to stick to very high protein and very little to no carbs? Wrong. That was what I believed in a couple of years ago when I was trying seriously to get lean, and though I did achieve my objective, got a fairly visible 4-pack abs, but that came at a cost of losing much of the muscle mass which I had obtained. So this year, when I started trying to get lean once again, my previous experience set me thinking. So after doing some research, I found out that contrary to popular opinion, you don't need to totally cut out all carbs in your diet. Think about the Indian scenario. Generally, for carbohydrate source, we resort to stuff like rotis and rice. But if you compare rice to potatoes, as you can see here, you will see that for the same serving amount, potatoes have lower calories than rice. That means if you consume the same amount of potato versus the same amount of rice, you intake lower calories, all the while keeping yourself filled without going hungry. And plus there's one more thing. Potatoes have a slightly higher protein content compared to rice. So my advice is, do not cut down on carbs. Try to see which carbohydrate works for you. Carbs are not your enemy. You see, without taking carbs, you will look like a deflated tire. But instead, if you are keeping carbohydrates in your diet and keeping them on board during your diet will give you a fuller and rounder look instead of looking flat. You see, for natural bodybuilders, people who train like us, who are not going to step on a bodybuilding stage, one factor is very, very important. Just like it's important to look good without your shirt, it's equally important to look good in clothes. I mean, you should not be walking around looking like a skeleton wearing a t-shirt or a shirt. So my advice is, keep carbs at hand, switch to potatoes instead of rice and wheat, and see the difference. Think smart, train smart, and diet smart.